Hello again, Chase. Here's another one of my characters I wanted to show you who also has T7 for a companion. This is my Imperial Agent Sniper. If you remember, I have another Imperial, well, I've got a lot of characters, a lot of agents. The one I showed you was the Imperial Operative. He's the guy who fights real close and has stealth, goes invisible. This guy's the opposite, no stealth, and he fights at long range. So I'm going to use T7 for the most part, but you have to level up your companions. Like T7 here, I've got him at the maximum level, so he's really strong. I've got another droid who fights at close range, but that droid is at a real low level, so I don't use that one. I've got another companion. Let me show you what this guy is like. He is not a droid, but he's not human either. He's another race, another species. His name's Yoon. Right there. They call that race a Gand in Star Wars. Anyway, there's my ship back there. I'll show you the inside of that. That's the ones that Imperial agents, snipers, and operatives get that ship. So sometimes I use this guy because he'll run up to an enemy and distract them. And I like to keep my enemies far away from me when I can. And you'll see that probably in some of these missions that we're going to do. There's at least one, I think, that I am going to bring Yoon with me instead of T7, just for that one fight. The rest of the time I'll use T7. And this guy works a little bit like that smuggler I showed you in another video. If you remember the damage over time thing, this guy does a similar thing. He puts poisons on people. And when my other abilities hit an enemy that has poison on them, they do big damage. So this is another guy that has kind of a setup to doing all of his damage. So let's go onto the Imperial Agent ship before we go and do some missions. I'll show you what this is like. So I should really be Tatooine right now. I'm going to go back to it if we're going to do a mission there. Tatooine is in some of the movies too. Most of the planets here are in the movies. Some of the planets in this game are only in books. So after this loading screen, we'll see the inside of the Imperial Agent ship. So here we are at the entryway. Just going back first. We've got all my storage room and places to make stuff and buy stuff and sell stuff, and droid who can repair things and I can sell things to them. All my ships have this stuff. This is the engine room here. And for crew, we've got bunks here for crew, for companions. I've got target dummies to practice on. Sniper and the gunslinger, they have this sort of mechanic, this feature where some of their abilities can only be used when they crouch like this, and sometimes you can hide behind objects. So it's a thing unique to snipers and gunslingers. Gunslingers are just like snipers, but they're on the other side, the Republic side, and they use 2 blaster pistols instead of a sniper rifle. The sniper rifles, I have some really cool Sandman sniper rifles. Has some pretty cool attacks too. This one, big area attack. And this one where I call in a strike from above. They change a little bit if you do another kind of, you can have 3 kinds of snipers. This is the one I chose. It's called virulence, meaning like poisonous, toxic. Here's some more. This is like the conference meeting room here. And we have a medical room here. And this is the big main room. And then my bedroom here, basically, and up in front we have the cockpit. So, I will now go and I'll probably go back to Tatooine. But we'll go to some other planets too. I'm going to do a bunch of missions with a sniper. So, I'm going to end this here, and we'll go to the first mission we're going to do. Okay, Chase, this is a really stupid one here. Everyone wants to get these things. Well, I can't interrupt everything you have. We're fighting droids here, so I thought I would show you this. And I'm using my droid. This is my sniper. But this is a very slow and long mission because everybody wants to get these. Okay, maybe no one will jump in and grab these before we can. Let's see. I need one more core here. Maybe we can get it from him. Let's see. Nope. I mentioned in other videos about using that ability called an interrupt. And that droid there has so many things to interrupt, you can't interrupt them all. Because you use your interrupt and then it goes on cooldown and that's it. You gotta wait for it to come back. Okay. Let's try this again. My orbital strike. And I got what I need.
Once the generators regain power, the Empire can finally control all of Mos Ila. You've performed a great service for us all.
Okay, I'm going to go do some other missions with my sniper. Alright, Chase, this is my sniper again. This is going to be one of those missions where I have to use another companion for at least one fight. Like I was explaining in the beginning of the video. I'm going to use him for most of the time. But one time it's probably going to be better to use another companion. Okay. Alright, both of these guys are damage dealers. There's no healer there, so it's not too important which guy I take out first. Wasn't too bad. Only thing, this has a kind of long cooldown, this orbital strike, and I like to use it whenever we fight with these, because usually it's a couple enemies or more than just one. Here's a bug in the game. I could go here, you can see that green arrow? Instead of doing this, I could hide behind this, but it messes everything up because then the enemies, especially this guy, can't see me. I think it's both. So they just run around and come right up to me. I don't want that. So I'm going to stay back here. And this guy there, see that? I could go there, and it just would mess everything up. It's good because I get protection, but it just kind of messes everything up in this instance. So he has a title supply officer, but I know what that means. I know it means he's a healer. So I got to take him out real fast. So I'm just going to crouch in place. I'm going to use my orbital strike, and I'm going to work on him first. Medical scan. I wish I could use an interrupt whenever I wanted to, but I can't. Alright, these guys, it's 1 gold and 1 silver. Let's see how it happens with no orbital strike. I'll start with this because it's a cast time. See with the enemies I gotta fight, and it's a real bad one right back there. That champion there does a lot of damage, and I can't move out of it, or it ruins my rotation, my sequence of skills. And does so much damage. Alright, I'm going to try these guys right here. I'm going to use orbital strike on these. Get the up there. All right. There's another champion back there. I might use another companion for him. I'm going to take out these guys first. I don't like them standing there, because this guy is going to come, he's going to try to get up in front of me. He does both ranged and close range damage. He is a supply officer too, so I got to focus on him first. Even though I said in other videos, I usually go after the silver guys first, or if they don't have a star at all like that star mark on them, because they have less health, but he's going to heal everything. And he heals a lot. They heal a lot. So I'm probably only going to get to interrupt 1 heal. Alright. Okay. Poisons can make heals work less effectively. Makes them weaker. Because they keep doing damage over time. So it sort of offsets what the heal does, which is giving you back health. Okay, for this one fight, I am going to change to companion that goes close to me. Let's see. probably not going to kneel for long. In. There, it worked. You never reached me. Okay. Time for some misery here. Let me go back. Let's get T7 back again. And we'll get ready for this miserable, ugly fight. And again, I'm probably going to ignore this guy in the with the silver star. I'm hoping that my area of effect damage is going to take care of him. All right. Okay. I use that shield only when I absolutely have to. I mean, I didn't really have to use it there, but it was not a bad time to use it. And now we have one more champion and his helper upstairs. I'll do the same thing here. Okay. So we took care of this one. Let's see what else we do with my sniper. So now another mission chase, and I'm going to use T7 all the time, I think. See, I really wish I could use another robot droid companion, but just not high enough. They got to level up just like I do. Alright, we gotta go out to this jungle area outside the city. And let's see, I'll try this one at a time. Didn't use any area of effect attacks there. I'm using a different rifle here. I have a couple sniper rifles. more of these guys, and then a champion. Usually these things end up fighting a champion. Nope. Usually two guys back there. When you go out in the open world like this, it's a little bit messy because everybody's doing the same thing and everybody wants the same enemies. Okay. Actually, I can do this champion now to finish up later. Out there. Some people are very nice and some aren't. This guy's going to do evil low level, isn't he? Yes. I'll help him out. If he's going to do this, I'm going to help him out. That was nice of him. He doesn't have any buffs. I'm going to give him a buff. He didn't have his class buffs up. Every class gets their own sort of buff. It's an improvement to stats. Get these two guys here. Alright. And if we're lucky, we get our last two up here. Oops, I missed that. Okay. Yeah, I was a little too late on my interrupt there. It wasn't a big deal, but I always try to use them because when you fight really, really hard enemies, it's very, very important. Okay. Now I think maybe we'll show you a planet where there's a lot of droids, a lot of robots I gotta fight. And I will use T7 again. Okay, Chase, we're now on a planet called Ziost that has been completely destroyed. It's a long story, but we have to, our job here is we have to gather information, data. Big thing is going to be getting memory, data cores from these crashed probe droids, and almost all the time they're very angry that we're doing that, and it's a kind of big fight afterwards. The worst thing is that they stun me a lot and they mess up my rotation of skills. So I did a little bit. Some of this is boring, and I did that already. And now I'll go show you the more interesting parts of this planet. Again, this is open world. There's not too many people around, so maybe it won't be too hard to find the droids we need. There's a crater there. Yep. Okay, let's get started. Ooh, and I got lucky. Droid didn't come out and attack. That doesn't happen very often. Alright, so T7 is ready. Oh my. 2 in a row. I usually don't get 2 in a month. Okay, let's see. let's go. Let's get to the other map here. And there's a mission we can take care of that will take us there. Right here. So we have to drop geological probes from this, and it's kind of a race. It's time. As long as you follow the course, the markers, you can make it in enough time. You can't stop. So we're almost there. This isn't a really big place. Most maps are a lot bigger than this. The maps are planets in this game. There's a probe, but we can't get it. We can't get off of our speeder, where we were rowing initially. Almost there. And then there's one last part of another mission that I can do right here as soon as I get off of the speeder. This is the end of it right here. I don't want to go any further than that, or you go with the speeder. Alright. And now, you can use these things, they call them macro binoculars in the Star Wars. And I've got to record information with them. And this is the last one. I had to do a bunch of these. That's the last one I had to do. We're all over the place here. So now, we have 2 more of those probe droids to try to get the memory from, and then we've got to do some more sort of scanning in another place. And when we get the information, we have to put it in a computer, which is going to be guarded by this big droid. Okay. And there it is. Not happy. And it's a champion. Oh boy. He's gonna stun me alive. That'll be okay. And again. Again. When they're champions, they're really a mess. And we need one more. This one here. Yep, that's ready. And another angry droid. And this should finish it. Upload that to a space station above the planet, and I get my reward. So now, we go into another area, and we have to have another droid. It's going to look a lot like T7, almost the same kind of droid. And we've got to help it reconstruct images, holographic images. You'll see to be holograms that show what this area used to look like, basically. And it runs that energy fast, so I gotta collect these for energy cells. I gotta get. You don't really need too many, but I take as many as I can get. There's one here. And there is the droid. Now I gotta put a cell in him. Wait for him to boot up. And I know the first thing we have to reconstruct is right here. We'll see what happens. I have to tell the droid what to scan as soon as he decides to wake up. There he is. And this is kind of timed because he'll run out of energy. But you can always get more cells laying around. Alright, so there's our first. Second, you'll see these things, they kind of glow like a sort of blue color when it's something that you have to interact with. Right? Grab that. Here's one. And there's another energy cell laying around. I just want to grab it. Number 4, we need one more after this. Droid's low on power. So I think I will take one of these anyway. Even though I have some. Now I gotta give him another power cell. This should last him to the end of the mission, which we're almost done. Alright. Now that we got the information, we have to upload it in a computer that's out here. And it will be guarded by a very mad droid. There it is. Alright, now that that crazy thing is done, you can see some of this reconstruction already in holograms. The whole area will be restored soon. And this droid comes back. So, I'm going to just fly over here. Up there it is. Ran out of power, but I think it's okay. Yes. And that's all. See, there's the droid. He came back again. So you can see all the stuff is reconstructed into holograms. And that's really all there is for this. But it's a good bit of robots, so I thought I would show you this. So I hope you like this chase. And I'm going to